Time now for the M&A Edge with John Blintz of Valuation Research Corporation, here to talk some politics and money with us today. Good to have you on the show, John.
Thanks, Angie.
So we are in the thick of primary season, and I know a lot of people like yourself, big business leaders, hedge fund owners, people just who are very involved with what's going on with the economy, are starting to feel what's going on with this primary. So what do you think? Who do you think will be best for the economy in this election?
Well, there was a recent survey done by CNBC, and it was fund managers, economists, and analysts, and they asked the question who they thought would be a best for the economy and for Wall Street. And the survey says that John Kasich would be the best for the economy and Wall Street by 42%, and then second was Hillary Clinton at 16%, and third was Donald Trump at 13%, and 0% was Bernie Sanders. It's not too surprising that someone that wants to blow up the capital markets and revolutionize Wall Street
would be at the bottom of the list.
Would be at the bottom, right?
Well, how do you feel about that? Because clearly this primary season has not gone Kasich's way. So he's not likely to come out on top, at least not in the early going here. What do you think?
It doesn't seem like, you've got Donald Trump that's very loud and boisterous and takes up a lot of the oxygen in the room and has a lot of media coverage. Kasich doesn't necessarily have that. He seems to be pretty tempered and pretty moderate. So he doesn't bode well, I don't think, with a lot of the media attention. But Wall Street thinks that Kasich would be good. They also thought that he would be best for the stock market by 35%. Hillary Clinton 22%, Donald Trump 14%, and Bernie Sanders 0% for the stock market. But one noted respondent said that they would be in favor of Hillary Clinton to be president only if the Republicans still controlled the House. So there would be that balance, that checks and balance of the executive branch and the legislative branch.
Which is so fascinating because we've had a lot of gridlock over the past 8 years or so here, but actually Wall Street likes gridlock. They like the fact that there's dueling powers. It
kind of does, but there's a few kind of outstanding issues that hadn't been addressed in the last 8 years. One has been immigration, which is obviously a hot button. And the second, in my view, and what I think Wall Street takes a look at, is the debt. The debt went from $10 trillion from George Bush to $18 trillion, almost $19 trillion under this Obama administration. And that's going to be an issue and is an issue with entitlements, defense spending, and all the spending that comes in, and what happens with taxes to address that issue.
So it sounds like we're still cleaning up from the financial crisis here, John.
Yeah.
So what will this mean for company valuations if this debt continues on?
It's a good question. Ultimately, it'd probably be lower for company valuations, just the overall general economy. But valuations since 2008, 2009 have generally gone up. Lower interest rates, more deals being done, and valuations being higher.
What's going on with mergers and acquisitions activity?
Well, activity in the fourth quarter of 2015 slowed down by 25%. It's first quarter 2016. It's kind of been okay, not gangbusters, not bad. Low interest rates have been helpful to the M&A activity, so that has been a positive. But uncertainty with the political election coming up has kind of put a damper on the other side of the equation.
We will see how it all plays out. And thank you for coming on the show, John.
Thank you, Angie.